going into my thoughts for July 2nd, Friday, July 2nd, which is NFP morning. So 8:30 a.m. NFP will be reported, and you'll see a decent chunk of volume come right into the market, right? I highly encourage most people do not trade, and if you do, assume your own risk, right? Super risky morning to trade, but overall, I still want to provide analysis and kind of keep up with the trend that we've been kind of providing in this group. So overall, I think my first target for the bullish run would be targeting back up into this zone. Right. I think this level isn't greedy, and if you can see the break above, which we're kind of beginning to see, and we get good numbers, I think tapping into this zone right up here, as you can see on the high time frame chart, this is the 4 hour, would be a pretty good level to break into and potentially break above or resist and come back down, right? So I'm really focusing on this level right here. As far as the bearish target goes, or the bearish move, if we happen to see some negative numbers, would be right around here, right? And I think that makes some sense as well, targeting back into here. So NFP pretty much really kind of takes all the analysis off the board as far as pullbacks or really any key levels as far as like retracements. I'm pretty much focusing on almost pure price action, right, heading into tomorrow. So really what I'm almost expecting is we're going to look at the 15-minute chart here. I could either see London kind of dipping back down into this previous consolidation level or kind of trading above stagnant. I don't think there's going to be a ton of sway in the market overnight, but who knows, we could see some of that come into play. Really, the two price actions I'd really be looking for would really be price to pretty much pull back down into this area and start trading above or below, and then looking into seeing a potential pull in the market to the upside, right? So we're going to have price kind of come back down and begin trading down here in this general area, and then really focusing on really the break above to a potential retest for the continuation back up to eventually tap into these targets, right? So really a price action play breaking above pretty much this zone or really these structures right here. I think that could come into play, right? Breaking of the zone and really looking for the price action to really show you price is going to really trade bullish here and continue up to tap into that next potential level. And then really as far as shorting the NFP would be really price action kind of taking control to the downside and really looking for that short position to kind of really show you price is going to move really right back down into here. Both those levels to me make a lot of sense. We could see either direction kind of come into play. That's really why I'm not going to go in with a full bias. Obviously looking for buys, obviously really targeting this next zone, but overall you really can't control the numbers and you can really only react with what the market kind of gives you, right? So other than that, really kind of keeping those thoughts going into this is really focusing on the bullish structure of the market we've already kind of been presented and really kind of dialing in off that, right? So fundamentally looking at the 4 hour chart, I think a good key level is this area right here and really looking for shorts kind of below this, or my bad, really key level is looking for shorts below this level and really looking for buys at the break of this level. And as you can see, this area we kind of tapped into today, which we kind of poked around but didn't really close above, is this heavy rejection area on the 4 hour chart. So really to me, breaking above gives us a clean structure here to the left to potentially tap into if we have enough volume, which I think we could. Same goes on this bottom level, right? As you can see, it's a pretty good previous resistance level and also a pretty good support level, and this is kind of that same theme of event, right? You see the break of this structure and then you see this zone tapped into, and it kind of comes into play all across the board, and kind of the same up here, right? Price breaking above this level and actually closing above has typically resulted in this level. It goes all across the board since we created these all-time highs all the way at the top. So overall, really pretty much price action is going to kind of come into play tomorrow, and keeping those high time frame charts in mind, mapping out those really good levels of resistance, and looking for the break of those to kind of target that next level to the upside or vice versa to the downside. So those are really my overall thoughts kind of heading into the market tomorrow. We'll see what London session brings. We'll see what kind of setup kind of comes into play pre-market, and then really kind of see what the news brings and see what the volume brings us. But overall, these are my kind of thoughts and potential targets and potential areas I might look to execute on.